Hey, sup boys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing great. Glad you're all here. If you're new here, subscribe. It's free. If you don't like the channel, you can just unsubscribe later on down the road, but you're gonna love the channel, so subscribe. With that being said, let's get into this video. The incompetence and stupidity of DICE and how bad Battlefield 2042, I thought, couldn't go any further down the toilet. Like big shit couldn't be flushed any further down into the septic pipe, I thought. But lo and behold, I have been surprised. And it really makes me wonder what in the actual hell is, like, I really don't understand. Like, I mean, I'm being dead serious. I'm not trying to do it for any kind of entertainment, aspect, or to exaggerate it, to try to be comedic about it. Like, I'm dead serious here what I'm about to show you and how the thinking goes with these developers. I mean, I really don't know. Like, I can't understand what would bring them to think this, and like, how does this even make any sense, and how is this even an issue? It's just, listen, man, I'm not going to draw this out like I was quartering. Let me just show you what they said, because it is absolutely just like, I don't get it. Like, that's all I can say. I do not understand what the hell, dude. It's just crazy. Okay, what's going on here with Battlefield? We all know the game's dead. No one's playing it. It sucks for the most part, and the developers seem to be completely out of touch and just lost, right? Right. So this just really drives that point home. Here is a release from DICE EA here. You ready? Here we go. We also want to give you the assurance that we're carefully evaluating your desire to see legacy features return. End-of-match scoreboard, server browser, and features like voice chat are big topics for us to cover all at once. And we have plenty we want to say around them. We'll come back to you when we have things that we can show to you, including details about our long-term vision for certain features and functions. Okay, there's a lot to unpack there because it's so stupid, but it's just like beyond stupid. I just, like, my mind melting. Like, I feel like we're being gaslighted here. That's how bad this is. I feel like these people are just trying to undermine the game and just trying to come across as the biggest morons that you could possibly have. Like, let's just dissect this first sentence. We're carefully evaluating your desire to see legacy features return. I didn't realize end-of-match scoreboard and server browser and voice chat were legacy features, as if like things that are old, but hey, we have to evaluate those if we want to still keep them in the game, because that's like having a car and saying the brake is a legacy feature. We'll think about maybe putting back that, in the car. We're not sure, we'll see. Here's a really big shoe. Just drag your feet for now. It'll work. Just don't go that fast. Don't worry about it. And then they're like, this is really big topics for us to cover all at once. Like, this is a really big deal. Like a scoreboard and server browsers and voice chat. Those are big topics to cover that, we've had since the beginning of gaming, pretty much from the Xbox when it first went online, and we had voice chat and, scoreboards and server browsers for Battlefield since Christ was a cowboy. It's like, we have plenty to say around them, and we have to discuss what the details are for a long-term vision. Well, first of all, there is no long-term vision because your game is dead, so there's no future. And you need a future, you need a fan base to have a long-term vision, and no one is playing your game, so there is no long-term vision. Like, how out of touch are you idiots? It is mind-boggling while I'm speaking to you doing this video, trying to just wrap my head around what is going on. Like, I feel like I said, we're being gaslit, whatever. We're just being like ridiculously mind-fucked. It's like, what? How can you be this out of touch and this stupid? Someone, really. Like, I don't think there's anybody watching this video except someone who also is suffering from getting kicked in the head by a horse, as these developers obviously have been kicked in the head by a horse. But for 99% of us, it doesn't make any sense. And I mean, like, hey, not to get into political and politics and stuff, but in the last 2 years, a lot of stuff hasn't really made sense to anyone here who is, not a brainwashed idiot who just is a drone who follows exactly what he's told without actually, having any critical thinking skills. But it seems to be a theme going on around in the world that common sense and just normal, not even intellectual behavior, but just logical behavior has just completely been thrown out the window. And I really honestly find a comparison, not a comparison, but a connection, rather, from what's going on outside in the real world, where there's a lot of conspiracy theories about why it's going on. And then you look at something like this, I don't think there's any like agenda attached to this, but, people attach an agenda to all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world. I don't know. Maybe there's like something going on in the water. Maybe something's going on that people have had certain medications or something that they are, really actually suffering from some kind of like mental degeneration. Maybe there really is. Like, I'm not even joking here. Like, I'm trying to put pieces together here, and there's like a small percentage, like, it's like 50-50, 60-40. There's a lot of people who would sit here and argue against what's going on in the world and try to validate it and give reasons as to why what's happening is happening, and it makes sense. Same as you're going to find people who would try to make this make sense. I mean, is there like some kind of like, I don't know, like pandemic going on that we don't know about, that is something happening to people's brains that is just turning them into mush? Because looking at what this statement says from Activision, not Activision rather, well, it could be Activision because they're ridiculous too, but the statement from DICE and EA here would make you think that these people have lost touch with reality and are suffering from like some kind of delusion, because like voice chat and server browser and end of match scoreboard are big topics for us to cover all at once. Like, what? Like, it's a big topic. That's like thinking that, like, hey, I mean, like, what are you going to eat for dinner? It seems like a bigger topic than this. Like, this is like just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just really crazy to me. But it's obviously something's going on, man, in this world. I really see it. Like, there's a lot of people who obviously are figuring it out, but it's weird. Someone like got some kind of like virus that came from space, and like some people are affected by it, where it's like eating away their logic receptors, logic areas of their brain, and their like way to actually function and think clearly. I mean, I don't know. It's strange, bro. It's strange hoes and everybody in between. Decisions being made, a lot of stuff happening. Hey, it's a strange time, and Battlefield 2042 sucks, and a lot of other games aren't so great. And it seems that things in general, like movies and a lot of entertainment and just decisions being made across the board. And I don't give a shit about politics left or right, because that's one way to divide people, to try to get them not to see it. So you believe in one side, so you have it all, you're invested in this one side, so you can't say anything against that side because that's your team. So you're biased, and that's just unfortunate. We need to get rid of that and just tell the truth about, no matter who it's coming from, if it's like your dad or whatever person you think's the best in the world for being a politician or a gaming team or whatever game, you like Call of Duty's the greatest. We just got to start being honest, man, because more than ever in this world, we just need reality without any kind of spin or any kind of bias. We just need truth, and that really seems to be short on supply, whether it be left and right. No one's perfect, but it seems the left has a whole lot of issues, more so than anyone else right now. But hey, I have to keep it real and back to steel. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Not8 Thoughts. Hope you enjoyed it. Glad you were here. If you did, subscribe, all that stuff. And thanks for watching again. Appreciate your support, you big studs. See you again on another video real soon. You know what I'm saying? All right. Peace out.